Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Slayer back here again with another video. It's currently like 7:30 in the morning and I'm sitting in my room with the atrocious lighting like usual. I actually ordered some lights for a filming setup, and I was supposed to order these other lights to complete the setup, and I never did because I kind of fell into this deep dark depression that I've been dealing with for the last several weeks, and that's really why I haven't been around, guys. My apologies. Right off the bat, I just want to say I'm sorry. You know, I know a lot of you guys say, you know, don't apologize, and I get that. I have been working on my life. I'm trying to very much pick up the pieces of years and years of alcohol abuse, but I can't help but feel bad. I know a lot of you guys really count on these videos, and it helps you guys stay sober, and so I'm sorry that I haven't been around. I've been struggling. You know, a lot of people have been wondering, are you still sober? Are you still Slayer sober? Or are you Slayer fucking drank again and you're back on, you know, off the wagon? I am still sober, guys. That does not mean that I haven't been struggling. That doesn't mean, though, that I haven't been tempted, because I have been. Several times these last couple weeks, I've really debated just saying screw it and going and getting the alcohol. If you guys saw my community post, I kind of explained to you guys that, you know, the thing is about drinking, or really any, you know, substance, when you're abusing it day in, day out for a long period of time, you're not processing any of the pain, any of the trauma, anything that you are dealing with in life while you're using. You're not actually dealing with it. And I did that for almost a decade. Almost a decade now, I have just completely drowned my emotions out with booze. And these last few times that I've gotten a decent amount of sobriety under my belt, I hit this certain point, and it's usually around the 2-month mark, that I just really start to struggle, because all of my pain, all of my trauma starts to come to the surface. And honestly, guys, I just don't know how to deal with it. I've been lashing out. You know, I graduated my IOP program, and now I'm in OP, so I'm only going 1 day a week, and I have not missed any days. But actually this week I missed for the very first time. I didn't call. I've fallen out of my list. Obviously, I'm not making YouTube videos the way that I want to. I haven't been reading my Bible. I just haven't been doing the list. Mostly I've just been sleeping and crying. Not to sound like a little bitch, you know, I just want to say this. We all have problems in life. Every single human being on earth. This isn't a sob story. It isn't woe is me. Every single person has their own struggles, and each one of us deal with our struggles in different ways. And we all deal with it in different ways. And instead of turning to God and turning to YouTube and going to meetings and doing healthy stuff recently, I've been very much turning to the dark side of things. I've been, you know, I love metal. I love music, obviously. I've kind of talked to you guys about my music taste. I love metal, rock. I love rap music. I mean, I love all that stuff. But a lot of that stuff, depending on where I am in my headspace, isn't necessarily the best stuff for me to be listening to. And recently I've just been blasting Slayer, blasting Pantera, and I love those bands, but when I'm in this type of mood, it's not good for me. I've been, you know, there's a reason why they say not to like look for relationships in early sobriety, because it can be very dangerous. And recently I've just been throwing all caution to the wind. I've been hitting up all these females, and I can just see the trouble arising. I can see the danger for myself. And, you know, I'm talking about it now because I just recently am starting to fall back from that. I have no business trying to be in a relationship. I'm still broken from my last relationship. I'm still coming to terms that my brother and my ex did this, and I know I'm like a broken record bringing this up, guys, but it has traumatized me. I cannot wrap my brain around that they've done this to me. And I've also, you know, it's like you wake up from this sleep and you look around from years and years of alcohol abuse or whatever your substance is, and it's just a fucking complete wreckage. You realize that it's like, I realize that, you know, my life is completely different. My life, like I was in some kind of illusion. I live in this fantasy world when I'm drinking. I live in the past. I think I'm the shit when I'm drinking. I mean, I'm completely delusional when I'm drinking. A complete fantasy realm. That's what I create for myself when I'm intoxicated all the time. And it's just not the real world. I wake up from, and I become sober and I look around and it's just like, holy shit, man, I destroyed my life. Like, and there's still plenty of time for me to fix it. Don't think that I'm just hopeless and I've just given up. It's just a lot of pressure. It's a lot to handle. Looking around at my friends and seeing how far that they've gotten, the ones that are the same age as me, they've graduated college, they've moved on, they're living, in houses and have girlfriends. Some of them have wives, husbands, and to just see me, struggling, feeling like I'm starting from the beginning again, it's hard on me, and all those feelings come where it's like, they say it takes a year for your brain to even go back to normal. So, I'm not even probably handling these emotions the right way. Like, they're probably even more painful than what they usually would be because I've just felt like an utter failure. Sorry, guys. If I could just go back, and stop myself from ever picking up that first drink. And it's not just all about me either. It's, the things that I've done, the decisions that I've made, the guilt and the shame also comes flooding in like a wave. It comes in waves. And that too, just how many people I hurt. You can never change that, and there's certain things that people can say that they forgive you on, but they're never going to forget that. And I just destroyed everything. I've just destroyed everything, and I have nobody to blame but myself, 90% of my problems can be traced just right back to me and alcohol. Alcohol just completely took over my life, and before I knew it, I was in too deep. And now it's like this hamster wheel that I've been trying to get off of. Because every single time that I drink, I feel like I take 5 steps backwards. I mean, it's the craziest thing. Even if it's just a lapse, even if I just drink 1 or 2 days, I feel like I take 5 steps back in my life. My job is going to be affected. Everything in my life is going to be affected just from 1 or 2 drinks. And then it's like it's getting better, but like trying not to compare everything to how it felt like when I was drinking. Like my mom asked me the other day, she was like, what's one of the hardest parts of like, not drinking for you? And I told her that it's like the escape. And of course, there you go. That's not why people should be using alcohol, is to escape. That's an unhealthy way. But it's like, honestly, to just be able to drink myself to oblivion and completely forget about everything. Like, I don't even want to drink and have fun or anything like that. I just want to drink and just completely be able to turn my brain off from all this pain and stuff. And that is not the right way to think. There are ways to do that. And it's like I've said, you know what? If you're not religious, guys, I've said it a million times. That is completely your choice. We have choice in this life. If you can believe in whatever you want to believe in. I personally believe in God. And when I put my focus towards God and I put my escapism towards God, my life, things brighten up, things start to get better. But it's like this constant battle in my mind. It's like I'm either way over here where I'm all about the Bible, I'm following the Bible, I'm doing everything that I think is right, or I'm way over here and I'm just like, it's like the two natures, man, and I struggle and I battle back and forth. And I fall into these stupid patterns. I'll admit it, guys. I smoked a couple cigarettes like a week ago. And I hadn't smoked cigarettes in frickin' months. And I'm not smoking anymore, thank God, but I did. I will also admit this. About a week ago, I was invited to this party, and these people were taking massive amounts of this is just the truth, guys. I'm going to be honest on this channel. I went over to this place. They were taking massive amounts of edibles, and I partaked. I'm not necessarily proud of that, but I did partake. And again, I was trying to escape my feelings. And these last 3 weeks has just been nothing but just me trying all these unhealthy ways of trying to escape my feelings, and none of them have been working. And eventually, this is going to lead me back into a relapse. And so, here I am. I'm coming back. Today, I'm changing that. I'm getting back to my list. I'm going to make a few changes. I'm coming back. I'm getting back on YouTube. I'm not going to disappear for 3 weeks on end anymore. I am not going, it's hills and valleys, man. There's ups and downs. And right now, I'm just going through a dark period. But you have to go through the darkness to see the light. And I am starting to see the light. I've also been having some kind of like weird health issues. Like just some weird health issues with like my lymph nodes and stuff, and it's been a little bit concerning, guys, I won't lie. And I've always just had really bad health anxiety. My entire life I've had bad health anxiety, and this stuff has been freaking me out. I need to go to the doctor and get some of this stuff checked out. So that's been weighing heavy on my mind, and I've kind of been pushing that off. I've been pushing that off, not following my list, just being lazy, being depressed, feeling sorry for myself, and no longer. You know, I woke up early this morning. It's like I said, it's like 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to make this a productive day. I have some work to do tonight. I'm going to go hang out with some sober friends. I'm going to clean my house. I'm going to read the Bible, and I'm going to get back to it, because I can see this. This is exactly where it's gotten me every single time. It leads me back to the drinking because I just cannot handle the fucking emotions. But guess what? That's life, guys. And we eventually have to face this stuff. If we just keep pushing it back and suppressing it, it's never going to get worked out, and we're going to drink ourselves to death because we're never going to face it, or we're going to do some other really unhealthy thing to try and never face that. And it's just, this is life, guys. This is part of maturing, I feel like, is that I do have to face these things. And once I do and I overcome them, guess what? I'm going to become 5 times stronger for it. And I would say that to anybody else who's out there struggling. You know, I make these videos, like I say, I've said it so many times, but I make these videos because they help me, but I know that they help you guys too, and being able to relate. You're not the only person out there going through a hard time. I mean, this is a journey. I've said it before, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I can't believe how hard this is. And I know how sneaky alcohol is. I mean, it's like me and LD have talked about. And by the way, I got like messages from a couple people saying like, did you and LD have a falling out? No, me and LD are cool. Shout out to LD. But it's like we were talking about on the video that we did together. Alcohol is so sneaky, the way that it just slips its way back into your life. And the next thing you know, you're at the liquor store and you got that bottle, and you're back at the house, you're cracking it open, and you're drinking again, and the cycle repeats. It's that quick. That's how fast it happens for me. It's a process like what's been going on recently. It's usually like 2 or 3 weeks of depression, feeling sorry for myself, and the next thing you know, I'm at the liquor store. And then, yeah, it's nothing good is coming from that. So being able to see these I don't know, like it's like the Bible says, you know, the devil throws fiery darts. Being able to see these fiery darts and using, you know, the shield of God just to block those off and have them reflect. I mean, that's what we need to do. We need to have mental boundaries and be able to understand the workings of our brain. And when that freaking devilish, horrible voice comes in that starts to try and talk us back into going and getting that drink, knowing what we need to do. I'm not going to be taken down. I've got to stay sober. I've got to stay away from alcohol. I've said it before, guys, but this is no joke. Everybody's drinking isn't like mine, and if your drinking isn't like mine, congratulations. That's a good thing. My drinking, though, is very much life or death. This is no joke for me, guys. When I drink, it's all, you know, it's 0 to 100. There is no, I'm drinking a 750 milliliter bottle, I'm slamming that, and it's just, and I'm going to be doing that every single day. I'll probably be drinking even more than that, maybe a couple bottles a day. I mean, it's just suicidal drinking, and I cannot risk that. I have people in my life that care about me. I have this YouTube channel. All of you guys are beautiful people. This community is awesome. I have a lot of good people in my personal life, and I just need to focus on the good things and keep taking the steps to progress. I've said it, I think maybe I've said it before, but I need to feel like I'm moving forward in my sobriety, and if I don't, if I feel stagnant, that's a really bad spot for me to be in. I need to feel like I'm moving forward. I need to be on to the next thing. So I just need to keep taking these steps, forward, and everything will work out. I'm not going to fall back into that again because I can't afford it, man. I just can't afford it. Life is beautiful, and when I do see those little moments in my own sobriety where things are, you know, working out and I'm not letting the depression and stuff get to me, I can actually see how beautiful it is, and I can see an amazing future for myself with all of these things that I want. I just need to stay the course and keep pushing forward. There's a lot of help out there, guys. There's YouTube channels like this, but please reach out if you're struggling, because we all struggle. I've really been struggling. I've been very sad, depressed, anxious, all of that shit, man. All the negativity. I've felt it, and you're not alone out there. Please reach out, you know, drop a comment. There's hotlines. Go to a meeting. Do whatever you need to do to be able to get yourself out of it, because you'll just boil, man. It will... Our past, you know, bitterness, all that stuff, it will eat you alive. Bitterness is very much like a root. It goes deep, and it has all sorts of different, you know, it spans out all different directions, and you got to pull that shit from it. You know, from the root, you got to pull that shit out, because if you don't, it's a sickness, and it will eat you alive. And that's very much what's been happening to me recently. And I'm taking the proper steps to be able to change that. That's therapy. That's sober friends. That's new hobbies. That's new opportunities, new chances. You know, doing different stuff in general. Progressing in your life, making changes, and not looking back. Because we are right now. If you're spending all your time looking in the rearview mirror, you're just going to be crashing into a bunch of shit. Like, we need to keep our eyes forward on the future, and really not even too much on the future, but really right here in the present. It's like you want to look up at the stars and see the beauty of what's to come if you keep down your path, but at the same time you need to look down once in a blue moon so you don't fucking trip over a stick. You know what I mean? I know this video is kind of all over the place, guys. I'm really I'm really rusty when it comes to making videos, so I apologize about that, guys, but it's been way too long. I'm not going to... I hope that I can at least get one video up per week. And I know that I've been really inconsistent on that, and I apologize. But that's my goal, is to at least get one video up per week. And I have so many ideas and different things that I want to do with this channel. I just need to actually start doing them. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for still being here, for still sticking around, for checking in on me. Every single one of you guys that messaged me and checked in on me. Man, I really do appreciate that. You guys are the best. It's one day at a time, man. We're going to get through this together. That's why I say that this is a journey, and we're all on this journey together. And we'll make it through, man. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So I'll be back probably in the next few days to, you know, well, I'll keep that a secret. I have another video idea, or I have a video idea that I want to do. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. And yeah, man, I also want to kind of, I think, show you guys, I'm just going to keep it a secret. I'll wait till the next video. But yeah, guys, I wanted to hop on here, make a video, let you guys know that I'm alive. I'm doing all right. I'm starting to get over this mountain. And yeah, man, I'm starting to see the light again. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys really soon. I'll keep you guys updated. And until next time, stay safe, stay sober, and also just let me know how you guys are doing in the comments. I'd like to know how all of you are doing. So I love you, and I'll talk to you guys soon. And I just wanted to say this real quick, man. Even though I smoked those cigarettes and I took the edibles, I'm good. But it definitely was something that I wasn't proud of. And I wanted to just tell you guys about that. But anyways, back to it. Things are good and everything's going to be all right. So I'll talk to you guys real soon. Stay safe and stay sober. Peace.